And this is the new theme for November, and the theme is based on my comic, Epitome, because it is the month of its birthday. And so I decided to dedicate it to it. And plus, it was me posting a comic page after a long, unplanned hiatus. And so Uh, basically, the theme is I turn people's characters into epitome characters. So I turn them into epi, which are embodiments of emotion. And it's like when the the universe is that when enough energy accumulates, it could form a conscious and its own identity. And so and epi are born human, and uh, then that human body has to die, and then they become epi. So while they're human, they're just called epin. But anyway, that's a long. It's a whole world, and I do have it. And I'm actually making a Wikia page for it, so it could be organized and because it goes into things. And I've been having a lot of fun really um, bringing in other people's characters and forming them into my universe. And I've never really been so direct with that before. Like I've used my imagination, of course, but never like put never guest starred or guest character someone's character into one of my worlds. And so it was really exciting, and I'm glad some have decided to give me a shot and place an order. So this is from a longtime client, the and so with Epi, I still have to organize the family, the categorization like genus, family, and so on. But so there's five of um of a planet of Epi. Yeah, it goes out. See, it goes out to the universe. So, but so for planetary Epi, there's five emotion for this particular story, and it's love, hate, sorrow, joy, and fear. And they each have their own color spectrum, and so the first two, um, one person gave a kind direction to make me have them be love, and then the next one was my choice, and I made them hate. And this character, I made them joy, and I just wanted to put joy, cause in the reference they're like they seem like jolly, and so I've made them joy, and they're epi, not epid. So they've long their human body have died, and they're now full blown epi. I didn't think into how old they are exactly, because epi are compared to humans, they would be considered immortal, but that's not the case because they can die. So but they do have a typical like an average lifespan because at the core of them they're emotion from all life on the planet accumulated, but they are based on the highest life form, which is humans. So they still have like some human tendencies throughout their existence because they are the embodiment of human emotion for the most part. So anyway, um, and there's two, no, there's about two, three inclinations each each epi could be. They could be inclined to be evil, quote unquote. I haven't found a good term, but that's what a human would call them. but they understand it better. It's not evil, evil. It's anyway. See, that's how I need to make that Wikia page. Anyway, so there's good, evil, and apathy. And apathy is very rare. And but usually, usually, folks only talk about the good and evil. And so, and those two, they they're actually run by the epitome of good and evil. They have their own body too. And because I figure goodness or negativity, they each have their own energy. So accumulate enough and they have their own conscious. But there's only one of each of those. And they're kings. And there can't be more than that. So and under those kings there are the five princes of the emotions, and they're like the rulers of their genus. So the prince of love rules all of love, and they eat. So there's a good one and there's an evil one, and I don't know. Like you can't tell apart the good and evil one. You can only tell by their actions. So um, so this character could be what I haven't really thought that far out. I just know this character is um about to whoop someone's ass. And they and the way even though their joy and the thing with that I'll put in the Wikia is that they each have their own, like each family has their own genus, like I mean species. Each genus have their own like species that fall under that genus. So like a love epi could be like unconditional love, and like a specific type of love. And so this joy, they could be they're a particular type of joy, and I haven't thought that much into it. I was just so excited to like depict them as within my universe, and I only thought so far as to how I wanted them to appear, and um, I thought this fashion would be cute on someone thick, and like on a guy who's like thick, and I thought it would be a cute outfit to have a dress shirt and shorty, almost shorty jeans. But anyway, and with a belt, and you hold this character. Uh, they actually have horns, and they're not exactly human. So and they have like a tail, and I think they're a demon. I'm not sure what he is, but and they usually have breasts. But I um, before the transformation into my universe, I made them without the boobs. And even though it really looked really good with the boobs, but I just wanted. I was going by the outfit, because I wanted it to fit a male, more of a not flat chested, because he do have like the man boobs. I mean, in this alternate universe of the character, and plus the client on the sheet say they have the character is like no matter what body they have, it's always he. So and he's just as cute as this as in the ref. So anyway, and so I wanted to keep him pretty, and I thought it would be cute for a pretty male with a male chubby body to have this outfit. And so the last few I did of this theme, they were breaking down, so they were dying, and so this one is not. This character is an epi, but they're controlling of their revealing. So like when a epi breaks down, their face is unmasked and their true form shows, and they could only reveal so much if they're a basic epi. Like there's different ranks, and so this one is just a basic epi, but basic epis they can't unmask, otherwise they will die. But they can, especially if they train and they're powerful enough, they can reveal. And reveal is like letting just a hand be unmasked, like ungloved, degloved, and having certain like strips. Like the more of their true self they show, the more powerful they are and the more power they have. So with a basic epi, and well, with all basically technically with all epi up till a king, they have to control exactly how much of themselves they can show, otherwise they'll break down. So a king can't really break down, but another king can make them break down. But anything less than that, like they can't break down because they can show their whole true self. And the king, and remember the kings are good and evil, so they could show their true self without breaking down. That means dying. Uh, so anyway, this character is a basic epi, but they are controlling how much of themselves they reveal, and the controlling um looks is much neater, and it doesn't look like they're smoking, like burning out, which is what the breakdowns look like. And so, but a controlled reveal is neat, and it's different for everyone because it's all individualized. So, like it's not about the like they're all different yet the same at the same. They're both the same and different, and so epitome really reflects how I view the world, and about and duality and those kind of philosophies. So and here uh, they are making their weapon, and their weapon is made from human flesh and bone. So they like attune human flesh and bone into a weapon, and that too takes skill. And so and attune is how a basic epi could kill another epi. So that's how they can die. So they can't die by human means, and if a human was to pick up an attuned weapon, it wouldn't work. It'll like it'll immediately die. Like the weapon would die, and it wouldn't be able to hurt an epi until an epi were to pick it up and infuse themselves into the weapon. So that's how it's made, because they use their own energy to transmutate the human flesh. So emotion is affecting human flesh, and so an affected human flesh can kill an emotion. And see, I before I go too much, there's so many aspects of it. But another part of this theme, because it's part of the epitome world, I decided to put the title logo in the pic somewhere, and also put a guest character copyright the client name, so to let them know that the character is a guest character and isn't exactly in the story, but it's reflecting the comic epitome. So I try to do it in a neat way and not too flashy with it. And so, oh, and with their arm, they give off heat, and so he's not wearing the right clothes to change himself, so it burnt away. Yeah. Thank you very much. Fun. Bye.